You would always want to be on the side of having good credit.
Do you think it pays to have good credit?
The first topic, and this is something that clients of mine actually come to me first, and they are very curious on this topic. And I see a lot of people argue online about this topic. As a consumer who is in the market to buy their first home or maybe their second home, should they contact a realtor first or a loan officer first? Who should they go to?
You know what? That's a great question. I get that a lot too. The short answer is it depends. A realtor might tell you to find a realtor first. A loan officer might say find a loan officer first.
Yep.
So I mean, like, which came first, right? The chicken or the egg?
Right.
And the short answer is you need a realtor and you'll likely need a lender. And truly, we both go hand in hand. In an ideal situation, we are working harmoniously together. We're both critical pieces in a real estate transaction. So the long answer I'm going to tell you is it just depends on what stage of the process you're at, right? So if you don't know your credit score, you don't know, what monthly payment you're looking for, or what you can afford, getting into a lender is crucial.
Yeah.
Talking to a realtor is going to help you understand the market. So it's going to help you understand home values, start getting an idea of the type of home that you're looking for. And it depends on who you trust. So I cannot emphasize this enough. It is so important finding somebody that you are comfortable with and can speak freely with and trust. And there's untrustworthy people in every industry, right?
Yeah.
But in real estate too, and you're making a big purchase. And so I hate seeing people being taken advantage of. So my advice, when you're looking for a realtor would be to get a personal recommendation from someone that has used a realtor before. Not like, oh yeah, my sister or my friend, like they're a realtor, because I'm sure they're great, but you want to talk to somebody that's used that realtor before and had a good experience. So talk to that realtor, meet with them, see how you feel. If it feels like a great fit, great, move forward. If it doesn't, talk to somebody else. There's a million realtors out there that want to talk to you.
For sure.
Find somebody, like I said, that's a good fit. And once you have that realtor, then they can refer you to a lender. So most realtors have a few lenders that they've worked with before. For example, like with my loan officers, we have a great working relationship. I know they're not going to drop the ball. I know they're going to take care of my clients and they are going to get the job done. So when someone comes to me and I meet with them, I hear their story, I hear their goals, I start making a plan in my head. How are we going to achieve that goal? And a part of that plan is finding a lender that can get them a pre-approval and then eventually a successfully underwritten loan, right? Yep. And so typically when I meet someone, I have a good idea of which lender I want to refer them to just based on their personality and their, where they're at in life and their long-term goals.
Absolutely. And I know this question is mainly, I guess, more of a personal preference, depending on how busy someone may be, the type of clientele that some realtors, usually want to attract. Do you prefer your clients to already be pre-qualified before they even dial your number or email you? What is your opinion on that?
Yeah, for sure. No, I don't. And that might ruffle a little bit of feathers. I know every realtor has their preference.
Yep.
But I want to talk to you no matter what stage you're at. I value my time, but I do not think that my time is too valuable to meet with someone that isn't ready to make an offer today.
Yep.
I still want to hear your long-term goals. I still want to help answer your questions. And like I said, that trust is so important. So I want to start building that relationship with you today. So then when you are ready to buy a house, we have that foundation of trust with each other. That being said, I think it's highly, highly important to be pre-qualified before we start looking at homes.
For sure.
I need to know what budget we're working
Yeah.
with. And the last thing I want is for you to start looking at like $400,000 homes. And then your pre-approval comes back at 350. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Because when I was right outside of the New Orleans area, in Louisiana, I had about 3 realtors that I had I guess I would say a personal slash business connection with or relationship with. And there were some clients who went from the 500s to maybe the mid 600s. And at the time, they just did not want to run their credit or whatever, which most loan officer these days, they understand that. And they actually have systems to do a soft credit pool. It's just, just for pre-qualification purposes, just to get a general idea, right, before it goes into underwriting. So there were actually two realtors that would not allow me to refer my clients to them if they didn't have the hard pre-qualification. And I'm like, look, I can get that, but at least make me look somewhat more rewarding by at least allowing me to refer them to you before they kind of get that real pre-qualification. Their scores are in the mid 600s. I'm pretty sure they won't have any issues, but it'll just make me look better if I can just hand them over to you. So there was some, not really arguments, but some disagreements with some realtors, how they do things, like just a simple, hey, what area are you looking in? What's your ideal price range? Are you looking for a new build? Are you looking for a resale home? Do you have a home that you currently have to sell before you move? So just things like that is something that I definitely would have appreciated. But again, that's their business. I can't control how they grab their clientele. And I get that. Thanks for tuning in to this episode. If you wish to be a guest on our podcast, visit SturgisCreditRepair.com and click the podcast page to schedule an episode. If you need help with your credit, you can also sign up at SturgisCreditRepair.com and start your free trial today.
Sturgis Credit Repair. Sturgis Credit Repair. If you want a new house, call us. If you need